Hello everyone. Today, I would like to share a touching story that the narrator experienced. In fact, the storyteller was prejudiced against Korea for a while. I would like to tell you how all those wrong thoughts were broken through this trip. I hope that through this experience, many people can feel warm comfort and human sincerity. Shall we watch together to see what happened?
Hello, my name is James. I'm 35 years old and I'm from London, England. Before coming to Korea, I lost a loved one in an accident and was heartbroken. I decided to go on a trip thanks to Emma's active recommendation and persuasion. I decided to plan a trip to Korea, the safest country among them. She said it would be helpful to meet new people in a new environment. On the first day, we arrived in Busan, and I decided to have an interesting experience. It was a tour of a small town in Korea, just walking through the quiet alley and looking at the lunchtime scenery relieved my mind little by little, and the lady at the local supermarket kindly recommended a restaurant, and we followed her recommendation and headed to a small restaurant nearby. The inside of the restaurant was very cozy. We ordered in poor Korean. The owner there smiled and explained in brief English and a translator. And when I found out that I had come on this trip after losing my family, the restaurant owner gave us a traditional Korean mug that was on the display cabinet as a gift. If you pour warm tea into this mug, your wounds will slowly heal, he said, desperately trying to find a translator. Those warm words touched my heart. Emma and I decided to leave the restaurant and take a walk along the beach. As I looked at the blue sea and listened to the sound of the waves, I began to feel at ease little by little. The next day, we visited Korea's famous Jjimjilbang. People of different ages were resting together there. A group of middle-aged women approached me and greeted me kindly and explained the Jjimjilbang culture. His warm words, jokes, and gestures made me laugh without even realizing it. And when you come to a Korean Jjimjilbang, you must eat boiled eggs and traditional Korean siki. We said it was okay, but he brought us something to eat and gave it to us. At that moment, I felt the weight on my heart becoming lighter as the heartfelt kindness was conveyed to me. I saw myself smiling and blending in with the crowd as if I were Korean. After that, when we moved to Seoul, while I was walking downtown, it started to rain. When I was having trouble because I wasn't prepared, a college student passing by held out an umbrella. He said, "My house is around here, so please use it." At first, I thought it was just being polite, so I declined, but the student eventually gave me the umbrella, smiled, and continued on his way. These series of small acts of kindness helped me regain the hope I had lost, little by little. I came to feel deeply that Koreans are really warm and kind. The next day, we headed to Gangneung. While I was drinking coffee while looking at the blue sea at a cafe there, a child suddenly approached me and handed me a beautifully colored picture. The picture handed to me with the words, "Take this," was full of the sea, sky, and smiling people. The child's laughter and the innocence of the picture brought great comfort to my heart. At that moment, I had no idea that I would receive such a warm welcome in an unfamiliar land. I realized that this trip was not just tourism, but healing. The great meaning of the small actions of the people I met in Korea opened my heart. The sincerity of Koreans gave me the strength to live each day. On the last day, we headed to Jeju Island. Experiencing clean air and beautiful nature, I felt a calming sense of peace flowing deep into my heart. Jeju Island had a different feel from other cities near the sea. The cafe was built on a large small hill, and the sea view from the cafe was beautiful, emerald-colored, and peaceful. The silence I felt there was indescribable. The cool sea breeze was also a pleasant breeze. Jeju was a place where nature itself comforted and healed me. It was already the last night of our trip, and we were sitting in a bar with jazz music playing, looking at the small sky. During my conversation with Emma, who traveled with me, I was reminded of a lot of warmth and sincerity that I would not have felt if I had not come here. On my way back, I looked at the Jeju night sky and felt that the wounds left in my heart were slowly healing. Every small act of kindness from the people I met in Korea instilled hope again in my life. I ended the trip on a good note, vowing to forever cherish the comfort I experienced during this trip. What's unique about traveling is that Koreans don't look at foreigners openly, but they are all attentive and try to help. It felt like my interest was being completely shut down despite my indifference. Even though I couldn't understand the words, it seemed like Korean people didn't think that was difficult at all. The night before I left Korea, I went to bed, reflecting on all the moments I had experienced throughout my trip. This trip was not just a rest. It penetrated deep into my heart and helped me find some hope in my life again. The people's warm consideration and smiles made a great impression that is difficult to explain in words. Now I can no longer have any misunderstandings or prejudices about Korea. I learned that there are people with warm hearts like the people there. When you're having a hard time and feeling tired, why not try finding comfort and inspiration in a new place? I hope this warmth is conveyed to you too. Thank you.
Subscriptions, likes, and notifications are of great help in video production. Thank you for watching.